Cyberpunk is a really fun game, okay? I don't want anybody saying, oh, why do you hate Cyberpunk? It's a fun game. But honestly, to me, the most disappointing thing about it, other than the terrible AI, is the lack of free roam activities and things to do in Night City. You've got, in my opinion, the best playground for an open world game ever, and it's so underused. That being said, I've kind of had to make my own fun in this game, and I found enough kind of creative ways if you want either a break from the story and side quest, because, dude, that's all this game is almost. It's story and side quest, story, side quest, and then there's the gigs, of course. But if you want a bit of a break from that, you want to explore Night City and have some fun, this is the video for you. First up, hunt for Easter eggs and secret locations. Now, I know this one seems like roll your eyes basic, right? But this is so much fun because Night City is riddled with a bunch of secrets and hidden locations. You just gotta open your eyes a little bit because we're so consumed by the story when we're playing the game that we forget about this type of stuff. And there is a bunch of secret locations. I think I went to a bunker here, secret bunker with a bunch of loot, Adam Smasher's secret room. There's a lake in the middle of the Badlands with like a bunch of bodies in it. It's part of like a movie set, super awesome. And there's always loot at these places, so you're gonna get rewarded for going and exploring, and I'm sure there's a bunch of secret locations that people haven't found. So just keep your eyes open, stay curious, and every door, every nook and cranny, go down and explore it. And trust me, I know what this sounds like. It sounds basic, but it's way more fun than it sounds, and I want to encourage you guys to do that because I know a lot of you guys are just sticking to the main story, side story, and then maybe some basic gigs. So go off the beaten path and explore some more. Up next, we got crazy stunts, and yes, it is tragic that you cannot do a wheelie with motorbikes in this game, but the cool thing is the physics are totally out of whack. So when you hit something, you'll bounce off it like crazy, and it'll make for some awesome jumps. And as you can see right here on the roller coaster, I managed to get on the roller coaster and you can ride it on your motorbike, which is sweet. And then there's also a bunch of cool staircases and divots and stuff that you can ramp off of in the city. So basically everything can become a stunt jump for you. Like, you don't need, like in GTA 5 when you have those, hey, look at me, I'm a stunt jump, come here. No, just use anything and everything you can, and it's more fun that way when you have like a spontaneous stunt jump that isn't supposed to be a stunt jump, right? So that's the beautiful thing is Night City, to me, the best game for stunt jumping is GTA 5, but the best playground for stunt jumps is by far Night City. And you guys can go check it out for yourself. But stunts, man, and try ramping off a bunch of different things, and trust me, it is worth it. Once you start doing it, it's way more addictive than it sounds. And I know it seems basic, but trust me, do it. It's really fun. Up next, we got Parkour. Now, this one is awesome because if you apply double jump in the Cyberware, then you can basically parkour to a bunch of different places. Like, V has a secret mansion that you can get to just from parkouring, and you can get to the tops of buildings and stuff. I'm not quite sure what gameplay I'm going to show here, but you're going to see me jumping around parkouring, maybe getting to some secret cool rooftops or something, and it's awesome, man. Double jump, especially when you're using it to combine with the other tip I gave you guys, which is to hunt for secret locations. I'm sure you'll have some fun with this one, and you'll be able to find some really cool stuff with that double jump. Up next, we got the Rampage. Now, I know a lot of you guys saying, oh my gosh, don't play this like GTA, blah, blah, blah. Look, sometimes, if it's there, everybody is just going to go and give it a shot at least a couple times just to see what the physics are like and stuff like that, okay? And look, the dismemberment, like people's arms and heads popping off, is the best I've seen. I love it so much. It's so cool. The explosions are kind of weak. I'm not really too much of a fan of those. But just try and evade the cops. And the cops are so easy to evade because they're dumber than a board of wood. But they will be OP if you're in their zone. But you can just go on a few different rampages with different weapons. And trust me, it's fun to do a few times. And that too gets kind of addictive sometimes. Like, don't listen to the people who are saying, oh, don't play this like GTA, you won't enjoy it. Like, dude, just go give it a shot and it's not like it's gonna ruin your entire game, okay? Just make a separate save where you can go on a little bit of a rampage. It ain't that big of a deal, it ain't that serious. Just go on a little bit of a spree there, and trust me, you will enjoy it, and you can spend some time doing it just like we have in almost every open world game that allows this. Up next, we got missed or rushed locations. And what I mean by this is, yes, the story will take you to a bunch of really cool places like Redwood Plaza and even Corporal Plaza, Redwood Market, sorry. And the Grand Imperial Mall, you'll run through there a little bit. But I guarantee you were rushing through there. You did not take the time to sit and explore it. So, what I want you to do is, this place is riddled with a bunch of super awesome enterable buildings with multiple stories and a bunch of awesome sightseeing locations in general. So I want you to take the time to go and explore this stuff, and you might find some hidden secrets. Lots of stuff are being found every day in this game, and that's how people are finding them. Exploration. So just go be a tourist around Night City, whether it's going to places that you kind of rush through in the story or places that you haven't even visited at all. Trust me, just go around visiting Night City, exploring the crap out of it, and trust me, you will not regret it. Because I think, dude, maybe 85 to 90% of players just go right through the story and the side quests. So you miss out on this stuff. And it's a real shame because it is a highlight. And especially all the markets, they're so awesome. So make sure you go give those a look. And at the very least, if you don't find any loot or anything or any secret locations, you will be in awe. Up next, we got going for platinum or 100% completion. Now, I have a video on my channel dedicated to a guide just for this for you guys if you want to do this. I find this to be really fun. It's awesome. I like grinding in games. I don't know why, and I know a lot of you guys are in that same boat too, so you will definitely enjoy this, and go give it a shot and try to platinum this thing. It's really not that hard. And lastly, we got the highlight of the game in my opinion, other than the story. It's the Cyberware. Now, I know you guys are interested in it, but there's so much here. Honestly, I wish there was more, but yeah, there's still a ton here to go mess with. You guys have seen the Mantis Blades a ton, but even stuff like the Gorilla Arms or even the Monowire, I think it's called. There's so much different Cyberware for you to use, and not just stuff that can help you in story missions and things, just things that'll make just the gameplay more fun. Like there's arm cannons and stuff like the double jump I told you about earlier. So go mess around with all the Cyberware, and don't just stick to one. Like I made the mistake of sticking just to my Mantis Blades because I love them, but there's way more fun to be had, even if they're not as good as the Mantis Blades, with trying all the Cyberware, because there's almost no other game gives you cybernetics like this. I know there's a couple, but in general, most of them don't. So go and experiment with this. Trust me, you will not regret it, especially in free roam. Alright guys, that'll do for this one. You guys gotta know the comment question on this one, right? I mean, it's gonna be go down there and tell me what other fun, creative ways you have found to amuse yourself in free roam, because it is kind of sad that there isn't more stuff that CDPR has given us out of the box to amuse ourselves in free roam. I'm sure they're going to add some stuff in the future for sure, because right now it's pretty bare considering how big Night City is and rich it is. So let me know what you guys have found. I'm sure there's some really cool stuff down there. I'll be reading the comments. Like this video, subscribe for more stuff like this. See you in the next one, alright?